Just a great crowd for the sports-mad Australians on the opening night of swimming as Melbourne 2006 is nicely underway. Up next is the relay. This race is not a cinch for the home team. The Aussies will be pressed in lane 4 by the South Africans. Canada is in lane 6 with Yannick Lupien from Laval, Quebec, leading off this race.
Some mean men on the blocks here for the start of the men's 4x100 freestyle final.
For one of the most experienced 100 freestylers in the world, Michael Klim leading out the Aussies in lane 3, but my goodness me, Roland Schoeman from South Africa, blistering pace over the first 25.
Well, he was part of the world record setting and Olympic title gold medal winning team, Roland Schoeman. He's driving through that water, lifting the upper body out, turns very quickly, great turn.
Well, this is probably the only time that the Aussie men will be challenged in relays at these games. In a lot of trash talking, as they say in America, between the Aussies and the Republic of South Africa team.
So it's Schoeman who leads. Klim holding on just for second ahead of Simon Burnett of England. So Schoeman gives the South Africans the lead. In goes Lyndon Ferns, who was also at the Olympic Games, also part of the world record holding team.
Wow, Lyndon Ferns, that's just an incredible kick. Look at the white water at the back of his stroke. Straight arm freestyle is the new way that these sprinters are focusing on their technique. Straight arm over the top, rotating the shoulders into the 50.
He is breathing to his right. He could see Eamon Sullivan, the Australian, there.
These big guys create a lot of turbulence, so it's important to stay underneath the wake off the wall. There's Lyndon Ferns from South Africa, starting to be caught just a little bit there by Eamon Sullivan of Australia.
So Ferns is leading. They've got Rake Neethling as their anchor man. South Africa still lead Australia into second clearly now. Australia with Brett Hawke. Johannes Zandberg of South Africa is the third swimmer for that team, and Chris Cousins of England. Canada have moved up well. Colin Russell takes them into fourth place nicely. Wow, what a battle.
Well, this is Brett Hawke. This is his fourth Commonwealth Games.
Not such a good turn from Zandberg.
Well, one's going to have to say that if you put Rake Neethling on the back end for the South African team, he's going to be tough to catch if you give him just a little bit of a lead.
And they will. Zandberg will give South Africa a little bit of a lead, but not much of one. Brett Hawke challenging. Brett Hawke to the wall. Neethling takes off. Ashley Callis for Australia.
Wow, Neethling did not stretch that touch at all. If anything, he was conservative.
That's the only thing maybe that could have gone wrong.
Now
was a DQ.
Well, Ashley Callis on paper shouldn't be anywhere near Rake Neethling for this 100 freestyle, but Callis is being carried by the emotion of the crowd.
Neethling holds out Callis. This crowd is worth a second in this race. Ashley Callis.
Don't leave out the Canadian. Brent Hayden is starting to chase down Callis now. Has he got enough gas in the tank?
Rake Neethling of South Africa. Can they make it gold? They will. South Africa again hold the edge over Australia. Callis takes them in for second, the Australians. Brent Hayden from Canada has given them the bronze medal. But one of the greatest sprinters in the world at the moment, Rake Neethling, takes his team home. It started with Schoeman, ended with Neethling, and they led throughout.
The South Africans took it out fast and were unbeatable. Australia had to settle for silver, with Brent Hayden bringing home the Canadians for the bronze medal. Here now is Aaliyah.